Okay, so Dana, tell me about when you got interested in technology and science, and how that played out through your school years.
Absolutely. So I will be the first to say I'm a bit of an oddball. I think as human beings, a lot of the time we spend a lot of time figuring out what we want to do when we grow up. I, on the other hand, I think I was in third grade when I said I want to be an engineer, and that was something that I stuck with for the rest, and until current. So originally I said I wanted to be a chemical engineer. I find chemistry fascinating, and just how chemicals will interact with one another. So I grew up in Indianapolis, and I learned very quickly that there aren't a lot of women in STEM, which is a huge push, and I'm a very strong advocate for it. And there isn't always a ton of diversity in STEM. And so my thought was, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be. And so I thought, going to a lot of math classes, a lot of science through school, and math is one of my favorite subjects. But I wanted to get outside of Indiana. The world is huge, and I figured Indiana's a very small place. Let's just see what the rest of the world is like. And I wanted to go to a historically black college and see, again, people who look like me, interested in STEM, in engineering, in medicine, in general, just focusing on higher education. So I went to a historically black college in Norfolk, Virginia, called Norfolk State University. It was a fantastic place to be. It was a very family feel, and I loved being there.
Now, I'm going to give you a magic wand.
Okay.
And you can use it only in current times, but there was always a question of kind of whether a woman or someone who was a member of a minority could or can do jobs like this, and the answer, of course, is watch us. But now it almost is compounding that is the want to, right?
Right.
So you have those things happening. What do you do with your magic wand today?
I would honestly just have some conversations with young girls across the globe. It's really a phenomenal thing, and honestly, I think one of the moments in which I had the most pride was getting my bachelor's in optical engineering. 4 women, 3 of whom were racial minorities. We all graduated together. We went through undergrad together, and we were the only 4 to receive our bachelor's in optical engineering that year.
Wow.
I've worked with lots of women in engineering, especially coming through Norfolk State, some of whom are doctors, and are starting their own companies. The world is really, there's no limit to what women can do. Like you said, I think most women, when we are doubted, are going to show you how we will overcome any of that. I will speak for myself. I am a defiant individual, and the moment you tell me I can't do something, I will show you how well I do it. So I think letting young girls know that it's not weird, that math can be hard, but there are challenges to anything, and it's a really fulfilling thing to look out and see someone who looks like you and who thinks like you, who's grown up similarly, overcome odds and obstacles. And it's not, like I said, that we can't do it. It's having the motivation to do it. But science is constantly changing. Technology is constantly improving. So where we are today, we won't be in 5 years. We'll be light years beyond this. And as a young girl, you have the opportunity to shape what that's going to look like. So please, by all means, look into science, look into STEM, and be a part of this changing world, and bring a different. I think the biggest thing for me is differences in background mean differences in perspective, and a different perspective means that you can shape how this is going to look based upon what would have helped you when you were a child. What will help this person won't help that person. but this person doesn't know what that person has been through. So differences, diversity, diversity in gender, diversity in race really makes a more well-rounded company. We need a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we do.
So by no means should we let men take over the world. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's my turn now. As a young woman, it's time for us to get out there and to do it. And so, you know, I think sometimes we can scare young girls with the thought of math and being analytical.
Yeah.
And, you know, we can pigeonhole young girls as being emotional and, you know, we don't think the same way. But I know lots of women who think far more analytically than anyone else.
I do too.
So,
Yeah.
you know, it is by no means impossible.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, great. Dana, thank you for taking a few minutes with us, and we'll see you at the next trade show.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.